Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Here we go again.
Here we go.
25 things that we've learned in the last 25 years of marriage.
Thank you so much to those of you who are saying that these videos are really helping you and you're like, these videos give me life, and I feel like they are so real and they're helping us in our relationship. So we appreciate you giving us encouragement to continue to do these, because sometimes you just wonder, you're doing these videos, is it really helping anybody? But anyways, we're continuing with
From you and me to we. This is part 3.
part 3.
And today we're coming at it from a different angle. We're coming at it from the standpoint of raising kids, and specifically not allowing us to be you and me, but a unified we when it comes to decisions and discipline around our kids.
Sometimes our sweet little kids, I would like to say I don't think they're doing it on purpose, but they try to divide us and see if they can get one of us to go a different way than the other.
So y'all have all been there before, where one of the kids comes and asks you if they can do something, and you want to know, what did mom say about that? Mom in agreement? And they'll say, oh, yeah, she's, and you just go, okay. Or do you go and actually check with mom to just make sure your sweet little darlings are actually telling you the real story? We would always check with each other, because as sweet and as darling as our little kids were, they're kids.
They are.
They're kids.
And they want to hear yes. So sometimes they might say, okay, well, I'm going to ask this parent because they always give me a yes. They're going to give me whatever I need. But we learn very early on to always check with each other. And so our kids got used to us saying, have you talked? What'd your daddy say?
What'd your mom say?
And they will be like, sometimes it's just they hadn't asked, or they had and they got a no and they were trying to get a yes.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes it was a good point for me to just go, well, let's just ask her. Let's just go see what she actually does have to say. Be like, they want to do this and that. What do you think? And we'll make the decision together, either in front of them or separated. But we'll make the decision together, purposely unified as one, as opposed to you making the decision or me making the decision. I think that's the importance of the you and me becoming we in this whole parenting thing. We also made sure that we didn't allow them to undermine our discipline. Say I've been gone for most of the day. I get home and Sandra has had to discipline one or both of the kids for a particular reason. And I look at that and I go, what did they do? And I'm like, that really wasn't that major. Do I go in and then go, oh, y'all, don't worry about it. Whatever she said, we can just, y'all can go play. You can get back on the video game. There's no problem. I didn't think that was that major.
That would be a problem. That would definitely be a problem. So, there are times where you do have to make decisions and you don't have time to have a discussion with each other. So you might alter that together once you do get to have a conversation, but you don't change what people have decided to do as a disciplinary action. You don't undermine them.
Right.
You don't allow the kids to see that y'all are not on the same page.
So here's how it would work. I might disagree. She's already made a decision. I come back. We talk about it privately. Hey, you really think that was that major? She'll explain why. I might go, oh, okay. I get it. I see why that was why. I may be like, but really, we talk about it. It's not that major, but the decision has already been made. The punishment is going to be fulfilled. And then the next time, maybe it doesn't become such a big deal. But they never see us arguing and one person being able to get the other person to change or waffle, or the other parent coming back on the other parent. It just doesn't work that way. And then the last thing was allowing the kids, never letting the kids separate us into you and me when we already are we. And them being able to get us to take sides against each other.
And some kids are good at that. They know exactly how to get in there and get what they want. And then you end up in an argument because they got what they wanted, because they know that one of you is weak. And they will get what they want out of you. And so then now they've created some dissension among you because they just simply wanted what they wanted.
Right. We use an example of one of the kids either trying to get us to say something negative about the other, trying to get us to talk bad about each other, or me say something negative about Sandra, or vice versa. And it's like, we got to the point where it's like, look, we are one. If anybody's going to lose in this particular situation, it's going to be you, kid. You're not going to separate us. Because when it's all said and done, and we are at this stage when they are, for the most part, gone, it's still going to be we, not you and me. So we got to like hanging out with each other, and allowing them to cause wedges and fights and arguments. Not happening. Not the way we're going to do it.
And I will have to say, I've not experienced this, but if people have different parents and maybe one is a step, that's where you might have some difficulty. So you really have got to make sure that you have clear, deep discussions about how you plan on parenting when you have other parents involved. And I think these are some conversations too that you might have to have with your kids, so that they are clear about how things happen as far as you being we.
Okay. The scripture for today.
The scripture for today is Ecclesiastes 4:9. Two are better off than one, because together they can work more effectively. And I just read a part of that, not the entire thing. So we are definitely much better together than just one of us trying to be the disciplinarian person and the other one does not have to do discipline.
Right.
You got to do that together.
So be unified. Don't undermine each other. Don't let the kids see a weakness between the two of you. Be unified and discuss the things you disagree with in private, but be unified with them in public.
All right. So the challenge for this week is having that discussion. Do we operate as we when we are disciplining the children? I mean, and there are some things they get complicated depending on the dynamics of your family. So you need to have those discussions so that you are clear.
So that is it for this week. Number 13.
We are halfway.
Wow.
Halfway through.
Okay.
Seems like we just started.
It does.
It does.
Halfway.
All right. Y'all be blessed.
Appreciate you watching. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye-bye.